Welcome home, Disney adults, and welcome to a brand new video here on Disney Magic Zach. Today's video is a wish list. Things I would like to do the next time I am at Walt Disney World, specifically Walt Disney World. And yes, the trip I took back in August was the most magical I have ever experienced. I got to do everything I wanted to do and so much more. But there's still more than I want to do, because you want to go, you want to experience it all. You want to do as much as you can for as long as you can. That's why you go back. That's why you experience all these things at the parks, at the hotels, XYZ. So today, this is what this video is. It's kind of like a love letter. It's a wish list. Today, I'm going to be going through many different things that I want to do and taking you with me, because I thought it'd be a cool, fun idea to do this. And let's get into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is the places that I want to stay at and places that I want to visit. Now, I didn't do as much resort hopping as I wanted to this last trip, because my main focus was I need to ride as many rides as possible. I have not been for so many years. There are so many new rides that I want to experience, and that was the goal. There are no new rides. There are new rides scheduled, but they're not going to be open by the time I go again, potentially next year. So, with that being said, the main focus is, yes, I'm going to ride the staples that I love and treasure and adore. People Mover, Tomorrowland Speedway, Carousel of Progress, Tiana's, Tron. I'm going to ride them all. I'm going to do it all again. But there are a couple of days where I want to do some resort hopping. The main focus of this portion is places I want to stay at in the future on future trips, places that I would like to visit. Not necessarily stay, but just visit and see the facades and see what they look like in person. Because I've seen them in videos and they look amazing in videos, but seeing it in person just makes it that whole much better. That doesn't make sense, but we're gonna roll with it. It wasn't English, but we're gonna roll with it. Anyhow, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start with the places that I do want to stay at the most. And of course, the first one is going to be the Polynesian Village. That is the bucket list goal for me, 100%. I'm a huge fan, as you know, of Lilo and Stitch, Polynesian culture, and all of that kind of stuff. So to be able to stay there would be the bucket list dream stay at that deluxe. Whether it be the DVC bungalows on the waterfront of Bay Lake, or just in the hotel in general. I am not fussed as long as I get to stay there and get to sleep in one of those rooms, because oh boy, they look beautiful. And I can only imagine what they look like in person to me, being a huge fan of that kind of aesthetic and that kind of area of America. So yeah, Polynesian is definitely one that I want to stay at. And when I went to Ohana, I took my time to walk around and it was stunning. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. Even on that really cloudy, kind of like windy, rainy day that I had in the morning, it was still gorgeous. It's still beautiful. And that pool, man, that pool looks dope. That pool looks so cool. So yeah, definitely on the bucket list to stay there, 100%. That is like the top tier. When I do that, I can die happy. That is definitely what I can do. But yeah, so that is definitely the bucket list one to stay at. The next one that I want to stay at, and this is purely because I'm a huge Princess and the Frog fan, Tiana, Naveen, all of that. New Orleans is a place I want to go definitely for myself, on a bucket list, like a bucket list trip in the future for me, is Port Orleans French Quarter. Now, The Port Orleans, French Quarter and Riverside are just gorgeous resorts. They are absolutely beautiful, they are stunning. And the French Quarter in particular really hits home with me because it just looks beautiful. It really does. It's quiet. It's got that party theme of Mardi Gras, like Mardi Gras every day. It sounds fantastic. And I cannot stress enough how much I want to stay there. I think I want to stay there as much as the Poly. Realistically, I think it's in the same tier and same kind of like desired goal to stay at the Poly as it is French Quarter in particular. Riverside, 100%, I do want to stay there at some point as well. But French Quarter for me is definitely the one that I want to stay at the most. And along with, like I say, it's up there with Poly for sure. And it's just a beautiful resort. Like I recently watched a video on it and the updated rooms and things like that, and it just, yeah, 100%, it hits home. I would love to stay there 100%, and hopefully we can make it happen. Hopefully we can make it happen a little bit soon, and book that for next year, for a next year trip. So 2026, not if you're watching this when it comes out. If you are, then if you're not watching when it comes out and you're watching it in the future, then maybe we don't know. We don't know. Can't predict the future, but I do know that it's somewhere I do want to stay. The Poly and French Quarter, Riverside. These next two are value resorts. They're not ones that I want to stay at in particular. I would not be opposed to stay at them. I just want to go and see them, experience them, and just have a good time looking around. The first one we're going to talk about is the art of animation. And this resort looks freaking cool. It looks insanely cool. The theming is awesome. The huge like statues they've got out in like the different wings of the resort is just fantastic. Cars is there, you've got Lion King, you've got Little Mermaid, and you've got Finding Nemo. Those are the four wings. I absolutely love Cars. Cars is like one of my favourite movies, franchises. So, you know, getting to stay inside like the Wheelwell Motel or staying at, you know, the Cozy Cone area is just insane. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. Like I love this. I love the look of that. Yeah, you get to see Toe Matey, you get to see McQueen, you get to see Doc, you get to see Filmer, you get to see Sarge, and they're all outside their own little areas, and it just looks so much fun. This is definitely a place I do want to experience. The outside of it, like the facade and all that kind of stuff. I want to properly have a look at it outside from, again, this is one I've seen videos of time and time again. When it first got like announced and all that kind of stuff, I was keeping up with like the construction and things like that because it was such a cool idea. It was like the first hotel that were made in like years on property, and so yeah. And it's right aside from our next one that I want to talk about in just a sec, over the Millennium Bridge. But we'll get to that in a second. It's close to the skyline, so you can get there easy. You can get off at Pop and then head to Animation. But it's definitely one I do want to go and have a look at on my next trip for sure. It's something I do want to do. Whether it's for myself, for my own experience, take pictures and all that kind of stuff to say I've done it, or it becomes a video. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to rock that, but I do know that it's something I do want to do, 100%. And I'm going to make a day or a morning of making a part of the day to go and see this one and the next one, which is very, very close over the bridge. It is Pop Century. Now, Pop Century is definitely one that I do want to go and check out with all the different decades of 50s, 60s, 70s. Is it 50s, 60s? No, it's not. What is it? 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's it. 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yes. And the cool thing about this, and the one thing I want to see about this is the courtyards. The courtyards look insanely cool for one. And one that I do want to go and check out in particular of this is the lobby. The lobby has all of these different things in there from the different decades that it's portraying on the courtyards, and I want to go see all the 90s stuff. Like I want to have a hit of nostalgia. I want to go and see all of that kind of stuff. And it definitely looks cool. Definitely looks cool. It's definitely on the list to go and see this as well. I know Pop Century is very, very popular with people coming and going, and the people who stay at Pop go back and stay for years to come. It looks really, really cool, but I think for me, the one that I'm a simple guy. I'm a big fan of All Stars. Like All Stars music for me was a bucket list place to stay wholeheartedly, because I'm a huge fan of music. Being able to say that was like it was a designated, it was a desired stay for me to go, and I'm glad that I got to stay where I stayed in like the Rock Inn, further back. I was near the country section, which was cool. I explored that a little bit. I explored the jazz area, which was cool. I got to walk through like a courtyard, like a fountain every morning to get to like the commissary and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed All Stars music, and yeah. So, but Pop, I want to explore it. Maybe it's there for me in the future to try and stay at. But Art of Animation and Pop, I really just want to go and see the courtyards, the facade of it all, and just see how cool it looks. Realistically, that is the goal for that, for me personally. But the ones I do want to stay at, and we mentioned, are the Poly and Port Orleans French Quarter. Now, we talked about the places that I want to stay at and want to visit on property. Now we're going to talk about experiences that I want to do the next time, or in future visits, to keep me going back, because that's what I want to do. I want to keep going back, and they want me to keep going back. Disney know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, you know? So who am I to judge? But I had so many experiences that I ticked off my bucket list the last time. I did Halloween. I did all the new rides that I wanted to do, bar like a couple that I didn't get chance to do because poor management of time. But hey ho, it is what it is. A lot of stuff that I want to do still. Hopefully it comes all in the next, and a few trips in the future. But who knows? I don't know. We don't know. It just depends on when timing works and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to be talking about the experiences that I want to do. First off, one of the things I want to do is I am a huge fan of behind the scenes. Like I love how to find out how things work, history of the parks, of how the rides work, how the attractions work. The big thing for me that I want to do is the Keys to the Kingdom tour, where you get to experience the backstage area and you get to have a guided tour of seeing how things work. You get to experience all these things. It's a full day kind of like tour. I think it lasts about 5-6 hours. It's a massive tour, and I really want to experience that. It's something definitely I want to do wholeheartedly, 100%. It looks so cool. I've seen a couple of videos of it, but I want to experience for myself. As always, seeing these things in person is always better than watching a video. Yeah, it is. Like, you can tell in the videos that people are enjoying it, but you can't fully embrace that enjoyment unless you're doing it yourself. Like, the amount of videos I've seen from Walt Disney World of people experiencing Walt Disney World and being incredibly taken aback from it, whether it's their first time, their 100th time. Whether you're a Florida local or you are, out of towner like me, it's always beautiful, it's always amazing, and seeing those shots and seeing those icons of the park and seeing the park just with your own eyes and walking with your feet is just magical. You can watch as many videos as you want, but being able to experience that is just pure gold. So definitely one of the things I want to do is the Keys to the Kingdom tour at Magic Kingdom, 100%. Another thing I want to do, I met some characters, mainly at Mickey's Not So Scary, but I want to meet more characters. I want to see more characters. I'm always I like seeing the characters. It's a lot of fun. You get to have a conversation with them. I got to have a good conversation with Goofy, Donald over at New Fantasyland in the tent area. I didn't get to see Mickey and Daisy, unfortunately. Minnie and Daisy, sorry. They weren't out by the time I finished with Donald and Goofy. I think they went in. But I didn't get to see them. But I got to see Goofy and Donald. That was a lot of fun. I got to see Jafar. I got to see Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto. You know, I got to see all of these amazing characters. Stitch a couple of times, Lilo. It's a lot of fun. I love it. I love meeting the characters. It's a lot of fun. Face characters. I want to see some more face characters. I want to see some princesses. I want to see some princes. I want to see some villains. Like being at the talking to Cruella de Vil at the party was amazing. I love that interaction that I had with her. Evil Queen. I love that interaction of her. That was during a trick-or-treat trail that I went into, and the Evil Queen was there. And I spoke to her and, you know, told her she wasn't the fairest of them all, and it was a great time. It was fantastic. Just having those conversations with the characters is always a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to do it again. I want to see more characters, whether it's, you know, Mickey, Minnie, some rare characters. I'll take them all. I'll take them all. I will talk to every single character I possibly can. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do. Meet more characters for sure. And that is probably a goal that I want to do next time I'm in the parks, because obviously, like I said, first time I went was all the rides. That was the main focus. But characters and rides are going to be hand in hand next time for sure. Next thing I do want to do, and this is going to happen sometime in the future, I hope. And that is to experience the Christmas party at Magic Kingdom. I want to experience the Christmas party. It looked like a lot of fun. I had the best time at the Halloween party. It was fantastic. Christmas party, I'm a much bigger fan of Christmas than I am of Halloween. I celebrated Halloween early in August, and that was me done. I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, purely because I don't think it doesn't get the hype over here in the UK. It's not something that we entertain as much as you guys in the States. So I'm not a big thing of it. Christmas is definitely bigger over here than it is Halloween, 100%. But yeah, Christmas is definitely something I do want to do over at the MK. For sure, it looks like a lot of fun. I want to see Father Christmas. Like, I want to meet Father Christmas. I want to tell him what I want for Christmas. Yeah, that's something I want to do, 100%. I want to meet Mickey in his Christmas outfit. I want to see Santa Goofy. Yeah, I want to see Sandy Claus. You know what I mean? I want to see all these characters. Yeah, that's definitely on the list for sure. Definitely on the list for sure. Because it looks so much fun. It does, and it's a little bit cooler. It's a little bit, you know, it's you get to drink hot cocoa. I mean, I drank hot cocoa pretty much every morning before I went to the parks anyway, you know, because, yeah, why not? Why not? In the heat of the summer, why not drink hot cocoa, you know? I'm a madman, I'm crazy. But yeah, so Halloween party, not Halloween party, I've done a Halloween party, done it. I would love to do it again, to be fair, because, you know, that one that I did had brought so many new things last year. But I'm excited to see what they bring out for the coming year of 26. We won't find out anytime soon until like January of next year, January, February, maybe of next year, until they start announcing all this kind of stuff. Because we've still got the stuff to announce for this year for it. I don't think they've not announced anything as of yet that I know. I've not seen anything. But Christmas party definitely is something I want to do. It's on the bucket list for sure. It's just a matter of getting the timing right with that. 100%. That is something I do want to do. Because I don't want to go at Christmas time. That sounds like my idea of hell. I don't want to do that. Christmas for me is spending time with your family and being snuggled up at home with your pajamas on, eating chocolate and watching crappy Hallmark movies. That's my idea of Christmas. 100%. Spending Christmas Day in a park with thousands and thousands of people. No sir. That is That's not on my bucket list at all. No, thank you. I want to go for the Christmas season, like November time. Happily go for like November, but December Christmas is a New Year's is a no-go. Definitely not. New Year's is something I like to keep a little bit low key most of the time. It's very rare that I do New Year's out for New Year's. I do it every couple of years, and it's fine. It's fine. I'd much rather be at home, spending time with my friends like I did last year, and just having a good time. But yeah. Anyhow, we're rambling because this is an unscripted video, as you could probably tell. We're rambling. So anyhow, next thing I do want to do, and this came close quite a couple times the last time I was in Disney World, to be evacuated from a ride. That is something I desperately want, and it hasn't happened yet. So when will it happen? Who knows? It's very far and few between. But I want to be evacuated from a ride where I get to go backstage. I don't want to be evacuated from like the Carousel of Progress. That's not something I want to do, because it's just a theatre. Like, I don't want to be evacuated from like a show. I want to be evacuated from a ride. I'd love to be evacuated from like Tiana's, Small World, Pirates, one of those rides that, are possible to break down. You get to see backstage, you get to see the scenes up close and personal. That is something I do want to do 100%, definitely, for sure. Definitely something on the bucket list that I hope happens one day. Very, very close with the People Mover last year at Disney World in MK. The lights came on, and then all of a sudden it just started moving again. I was like, oh, you're teasing me here. Like, it's not going to happen. So, anyhow, one thing I do want to happen is to be evacuated from a ride. I can't say that's ever going to happen to me, but it's on my wish list. It is something I want to do for sure, definitely, 100%. And the last thing, this is the last one now, the last one that I want to happen, and this is going to take a little while for me personally, because I don't want it to be my whole holiday, my whole vacation, and it is to play golf at every course that Disney World has to offer. Now, I played at Lake Buena Vista, and I played 8 holes. I didn't finish it. I would love to play that course again, because that course was beautiful. It was gorgeous. 100%, I would recommend that course. From what I played of it, all day, every day. It backs onto the river that flows through or past Disney Springs, past Saratoga Springs Resort, and it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful course. It really, really is. I would love to play the whole course, 100%. I'd love to play all 18 holes. And with that, I'd love to play the Oak Trail, which is the 9-hole kind of like walking golf course. I'd love to play that. Like, I'd love to do that at some point. The Palm is another one I really want to play, and Magnolia is the other one that I want to play. There are 4 in total, not including the mini golf courses, which are Winter Summerland and Fantasia Gardens. I'd love to play them as well, but realistically, just big golf, not mini golf, big golf. Those are the 4 that I want to play 100%. I'd love to play Lake Buena Vista again. That was a beautiful course. I loved it. Palm of the Magnolia looks stunning as well. Oak Trail, it looks gorgeous. I've seen various pictures and videos of Oak Trail as well, and it looks like such a lovely 9-hole course. It really does. And sometimes 9 holes is enough. Sometimes, if you want a quick, morning or mid-afternoon round and you don't want to do a full 18, 9 holes is enough most of the time. But I like to take my time with an 18-hole course. I like to, chat, drink, play some games, play some music, just have a good time. That's what it's about. Every time I play golf, I'm always listening to music and I'm playing solo, which is most of the time. I like to play solo and just take myself away from the world. But like I say, in my top 10 Walt Disney World moments video, I'll link in the top right for y'all, up that way for you. The culture shock of that was like the golf carts have Bluetooth and you can listen to music, you know, and have a good time with that. I love that. I love that a lot. And yeah, so that's the goal, to play all 4 golf courses 100%. Every time I go into Walt Disney World, I'm going to try and play another course. The one that I want to play next, I'll come back to Lake Buena Vista. I will. But the next one, I've technically played it. I want to experience the rest of them. The next one I do want to probably play is the Magnolia. I think that is the next one I want to play at Walt Disney World. And that is probably something I will do as well. And if you guys do want to see me play a golf course on the channel, on Disney golf course, let me know. Let me know, because I'd happily take them. I'll happily vlog it. I didn't vlog it last time because it was my birthday and it was like my day to chill out and do what I wanted to do. I'm not going for my birthday this next time. I'm going to go like mid-July, I think, right after school finishes, and come back for my birthday. I think that's the best strat. That's what I'm doing for California this year. I think that's what I'm going to do going forwards for Disney World trips, for the most part, until I can get to the Christmas party in the future. But yeah, that's everything. That's everything I want to do. That's everything I want to stay. That's all the place I want to visit, the place I want to stay at. Let me know. Is some of these things on your Walt Disney World wish list? Or what is on your wish list that you would like to do? What is your go-to thing? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We have just hit 190 subscribers, so thank you all so much. I'd love to get to 200 by the end of May. I feel that's doable. 10 more to get by the end of May. I think we can do that. My goal is to do 500 by the end of the year. So be sure to let your friends know, let everyone know, subscribe. Come back here for your Disney goodness, your Disney adult goodness from your boy, Disney Magic Zach. But not only videos, we have podcasts, we have cooking videos, we have all sorts here on this channel, and it's all for your entertainment. I love doing it. I love seeing you guys entertain. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Big shout out to everyone who watched this. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to ticking some of these off the next time I get to play. Next time I get to go play at Walt Disney World. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I will see y'all very soon in the next one. Till then, much love. Peace.